Once upon a time, in the land of Egypt, there lived a powerful and arrogant pharaoh named Ramses. He was known throughout the kingdom as Firaun, the supreme ruler of Egypt. Firaun had inherited his throne from his father and was determined to make his mark on history. Firaun was a man of immense wealth and privilege. His palace, located in the heart of the bustling city of Thebes, was a magnificent structure adorned with gold and precious gems. He lived a life of luxury, surrounded by servants who catered to his every whim. However, his opulent lifestyle came at the expense of his people, who toiled under the scorching sun to build his grand monuments and temples. Firaun was a man of great ambition, and he desired to be remembered as the greatest pharaoh in Egyptian history. He embarked on numerous construction projects, including the construction of the grandest pyramid the world had ever seen. The laborers, mostly slaves, endured grueling conditions and backbreaking work to fulfill his vision. One day, while visiting the construction site of his pyramid, Firaun noticed a Hebrew baby boy among the laborers. The boy's name was Moses, and he was born to Hebrew parents who had defied Firaun's orders to kill all Hebrew male infants. Instead, they had placed him in a basket and set it afloat on the Nile River, hoping for a better life for their son. Moses was rescued by a kind-hearted Egyptian woman who happened to be bathing in the river. She raised him as her own, and he grew up within the walls of the palace, unaware of his true heritage. As Moses reached adulthood, he became increasingly aware of the suffering of his fellow Hebrews. One day, as Moses witnessed an Egyptian overseer beating a Hebrew slave, his anger boiled over and he struck down the overseer, killing him. Fearing for his life, Moses fled into the wilderness. Years passed, and Moses became a humble shepherd, far removed from the splendors of the palace. It was during this time that he had a profound encounter with the God of his ancestors, who spoke to him through a burning bush. God tasked Moses with a mission, to return to Egypt and demand that Firaun release the Hebrews from their bondage. Reluctantly, Moses agreed to God's command and returned to Egypt. He confronted Firaun with the divine message, "Let my people go." Firaun, consumed by his pride and arrogance, refused to heed the warning. Instead, he intensified the oppression of the Hebrews. What followed were a series of div,